Yasmin and I'm the Creative Director at Alice Stationery. So today I'm going to run through a few pieces which have been handpicked specifically for you guys today. I'm going to run through some colour palettes, I'm going to run through some finishes that we offer, and also just a little bit about us. So Ivy Alice, who is Ivy Alice and what is the concept of our brand? So Ivy Alice Stationery, we're a company based in Bayton in Sheffield. We offer one-to-one consultations with the bride, the groom and the couple, their vision at the forefront of our minds. We like to focus on colour palettes, trends, florals, designs and anything that can be brought into a concept for your big day. We offer an extensive list of a range of different wedding stationery, from before the day pieces such as save the dates, day invitations, evening invitations, RSVP cards, detailing cards, menu choice cards. The list goes on. It could be honeymoon poems, it could be anything like that, hotel stays, transport information, all things like that. We do anything. We then use our products from the initial invitation bundle, and we can use those across the day. So we can then take your design and your brief and make that into a table plan, welcome signage, unplugged wedding ceremony cards, order of the days, and have your bespoke spin on that, what matches all your other stationery throughout. We also can work alongside your photographer after the event, so we can then get photos of you from the day, where we can then take them and put them into thank you cards. We have an extensive range of different products available to suit all customers and all client bases. Our vision is to become an industry-leading wedding stationery business, staying at the forefront and the very front of the wedding industry movement. We like to stay on trend, we like to do things differently, and we also do bespoke work. Nothing is too big or small of a job, and we can cater to most budgets. How we work, we like to book in a consultation with our client or couple base, in which we can really delve into your core values of your wedding. So what we like to find out is who you are as a couple, what your likes are, your dislikes, your colour palettes you're wanting for your wedding, any themes, any trends. Are you wanting rustic? Are you looking for a luxury feel? Are you wanting something more boohoo, grunge, indie? And we like to incorporate all these factors and bring them into one piece to ultimately show your guests the first glimpse of your big day. We do all different kinds of pieces and artisan design work based around you. So to start with, I'm just going to show you a couple of different pieces that we've done, different things we can create, what we can't, and kind of get a feel for the work that we currently do. So the first piece that we currently have to show is something really, really on trend. So this piece, it's an invitation bundle which also matches this one here, and this one can be purchased off the shelf as such. So you can drop us a message and we can put these into production. All of our work is professionally printed, so within that we work alongside local printers, so everything is on point. Nothing is printed in our studio, everything is perfect. As a luxury company, we aim to offer a service as well as a product. So within that, we build ourselves around your needs and tailor ourselves to you. So with the consultation and then moving on to the mood boarding stage, if we get the feel for you, then taking that right through to the design, the artisan step, the creation, and then putting your final piece into production with the printers. And it doesn't just stop there. We then take ourselves further. We might not speak to a bride or a couple or a groom for roughly 6 to 9 months after the initial stages of the invitations. We then move on, and from that point to the wedding day signage. All things that are created are kept on file, so nothing will be out of place. All fonts will match, colours, everything will be seamless. So onto the designs again. So this is called our Woodland Peach. If you can see here, it's got a lovely deckled edge, so it's like a ripped edging for a really rustic feel. This is printed, I don't know if you can see, onto a really heavy duty cardstock, which is 350 GSM. And for those who don't know, GSM stands for grams per square metre, so it's all of the weight. And just to put this into real life, copy paper is 80 GSM, so that's really thin compared to a 350 cardstock. This is simply stunning, and we've teamed up with a day invitation and a menu choice card, along with an envelope with a lined back. So that is one of the many things that we do. Another piece that we have created was for Lovely Lady. She wants to go for a more of a luxury feel, so we opted for the gold leafing. This is actually printed, and this is a great alternative for us to suit around your budget if you cannot stretch as such to gold foiling, because due to the process of gold foiling, it's printed twice, and that's where the increase of the cost is. So for this, we actually printed it onto a gradient. So as you can see there, it's really lovely, and we've got hints of gold, we've got hints of baby blue, and also there's a tiny little logo there. So that's really stunning. We also put this into an information card, a wedding details card, and an RSVP. And to give this a very, very special feel for the bride and an ultimate custom look, we added, this was an evening invitation, hence the blue. We've added the couple's venue on there. So they supplied us with a JPEG image, which then we have modified into design software to create an artisan looking drawing like a piece in black and white for that. And then for the evening we went into a blue. And that's absolutely stunning. And that's absolutely great as a keepsake and momentum for your guests, and also to give them a feel for, and to show them what your venue is. And especially if you're getting married in something alternative, maybe a stately home, a teepee venue, a barn. These are absolutely perfect for that. We also offer really basic design here. We've got some watercolour around the edges with some gold speckles, but you can't really see it in this light, but the added effect to this, it's so stunning, and it's onto a shimmered cardstock, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I don't know if you can see that. I can't really, but it's absolutely beautiful. This was teamed up with a whole bundle again, and that's why it's the finishing touches and everything that matches is what we strive upon. So that's another lovely design again in the trending blush pink colours. We also can do vellum sheeting with card back smooth boarding, or card with an eyelet feature. So in this was a local client to me, getting married at a wonderful venue. Their theme colours are gold, neutrals, creams, and also lots of greeneries in their bouquets. They really, really want to push the vellum. Sometimes with vellum, you do tend to find that once laid flat, if it's cheap, the vellum will bend. But with our designs, the vellum we use is professionally printed again. It's on 190 GSM, so that is not going to bend no matter what you do. As you can see here, it's completely smooth. I don't know if you can see, but it's absolutely stunning. And we've teamed it up with that gold eyelet at the side, just for a little different feel, and a bit of class, a bit of alternative design. So that can, so we've already teamed up with an RSVP card and a details card, and that was all bundled up and packaged in our studio. We also do magnetic card. So this card, it is just literally just smack it onto your fridge and it sticks. It's absolutely perfect for save the dates. And it's so lovely. You can have it on a gloss laminated finish, or here it's a matte finish like a velvet. It all depends on your taste, your colours, your theme, what look you want to give for the day. We have so many different cardstocks available, so many different ideas, we can really cater to anything in any design. This is then carried on to the day stationery. So we've got an RSVP with a belly band, a day invitation on the back with a poem, and on the back of the RSVP there was a menu choice card, and that's simply stunning. We do like to pride ourselves on simple but perfect. Personally, I find that simply beautiful. Just a simple graphic, and that is really the focal point of that piece. We also do really simple designs, but on an artistic base. So we've added the tassel just for an extra depth with that. So that's really different and really quick if you're going for something a little bit different, but you want to stand out. But also those monotone kind of colours are really coming in for weddings. We also do signage, we do welcome signs, and they are printed onto giant boards, so we can go up as big to A0, we do A1, A2, and they can be printed onto either foam core boarding, or for more eco-friendly people out there, we can do it onto recyclable eco-friendly cardboarding, and in the side it's all cardboard being recycled. We have loads of different finishes on those. You can have gloss, you can have matte. Literally, the possibilities are endless. We also do, if you can see, I'll put it the right way. We do signage onto acrylic boarding. So this is so stunning, and we can do it in any colour for you, in any wording. We can do these right up to your big sizings to put onto easels, and they really are stunning. And it's just that extra piece that adds a different dimension, a different depth, and also a feel for your wedding. We also have an extensive list of destination invites. So we've got boarding cards, we've got passports, and we've got luggage tags, and also boarding card holders. We also, one of our main fundamental key parts of working is getting to know the couple. We like to get to know you, we like to get to know your colour palettes, and in your initial consultation, we will focus that around you. We'll delve into things like colour palette themes, you might have a colour in mind, you might be someone who has a set colour, but really it's not just that one colour that's going to go into a piece, it's the whole spectrum. So we like to create little mood boards, we like to create different colours, like, a bit like Dulux, as you might say, of different colour palettes. And for a piece, like we've created, these were our main colours, this was our strategy, this was our background, and this is what we were aiming for. The main colours that the lady I was working with wanted to focus on was like a mouldy colour, but then we've delved into other colours which simply, they just make each other pop and really complement each other. We do have lots of experience in colour palette swatching, matching, and also preparation and planning. Nothing goes out of our studio without being absolutely perfect. Nothing goes out without, unless it would be happy, it's something I would use myself, and it's absolutely got to be perfect. We, as a business, as Ivy Alice, we have been featured in the publication Brides Up North, if you've heard of those. We've been featured on their blog, we've been mentioned in Unveiled magazine, we're also an Unveiled member. We've also been featured on Belle Brides in one of their editorials, so we really are trying to be up and coming, focusing on those key trends, and meeting those targets, what you want to achieve. We strive on excellence. We want to be the greatest person you can work on, to be run seamlessly, be smooth, and also make you so happy with a finished product. We have 5-star reviews, that's on Facebook, most of our reviews on Facebook. We're building a testimonials page to our website, which will be launched, and we have all our comments are 5 out of 5 and 100%. And it's all our clients that we tend to build on. We've built some amazing relationships, which we hope to keep because they're absolutely lovely. And some of the friendships that are gained throughout this process are absolutely wonderful. We have also been nominated for the North of England Wedding Award, which we're really excited about. So we don't know what's going to happen, but voting closes soon, so we'll find a bit more. But it's absolutely perfect to be in that category with some of the most amazing suppliers. So anyway, onto the details, the important bit. So you can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, and it's at Ivy Alice Stationery, and it's stationery spelled with an E. We also have a Twitter account, which you can search for us on, which is at Ivy Stationery. We also have Pinterest and Instagram, which is the same as our Facebook, which our tag is Ivy Alice Stationery. For all you budding wedding enthusiasts out there, Pinterest is an absolutely perfect point for a visual expectations, and also a visual guide to prepare you for your wedding day. So we've teamed up with many suppliers on there, in lots of amazing shoots in some amazing venues such as Sheffield Manor Lodge, Liversaw Farm, woodland themed photo shoots. We're going down to York in a few weeks. There's so much on there. So if you give us a follow on Pinterest, we've got loads of photos, teamed with loads of amazing suppliers, just for some inspiration for you, really. I don't know if anyone's got any questions or anything, but if you've got anything, you can always just drop it in a DM or a message, and I'll be more than happy to help you. In terms of our studio, it's currently on lockdown given the circumstances, because it's at Lifestyle Community Centre. So obviously the situation and the actual building itself is on lockdown. That's released. Finally, I'm so excited, I can't wait. So we're back there on the 1st of August. So I am provisionally taking in bookings for consultations. We're getting quite booked for certain days, especially Saturdays and Fridays. So if you're wanting to get booked in, we can offer one-to-one consultations. We can go through colour palettes. And what's great about this is within the initial consultation, you can start delving into the deeper things of your wedding. You might think you want something specific, but what if you think with these colour palettes you choose now, you primarily stick with those throughout the wedding. So we talk about you and we talk to you and we get really stuck in with that. We find out exactly what you want, and it's the first step to planning your big day. And you will really find, when you come away, you're probably inspired. You might think, never thought of this, never thought of that, but you really get down to your core values and build up that image of your wedding day, because that is the first thing that your guests are going to see on your big day. In terms of appointments, you do need an appointment to book. You can't just turn up on the day. Obviously, it's a one-person studio in a local centre, so you do need an appointment. If you are wanting to book an appointment, if you just drop us a DM, we'll arrange a time for you for a consultation. What we tend to do is have you, like I've said, you have your initial consultation. Prior to that, I do a bit of planning, a bit of prep, so we've got something to talk about on the day. Find out your likes, your dislikes, and go from there. It's a whole artwork proofing process. So when you do work with us, you do really get that luxury feel, you get that luxury service. So in that whole package, you get, from the start, you get your consultation, you get your colour palette swatching, we really delve into you. We take a lot of time in getting to know you and your interests. From that, we then go on to the mood board planning. From the mood board planning, we go to the artisan design concept stage, which we're backwards and forwards with you other client to get that perfect design. We offer artwork proofing, an artwork proofing system, which is all electronic. So after the initial consultation, we don't really see much of you in person. So from there, we then do the graphic design stages, so to the artisan concepts, and from there, we then go to professional printing, which is absolutely great. So from start to finish, you really do get that luxury, that whole luxury package. In terms of budgets, we do require a budget amount at the initial, before the consultation stage. The only reason we ask for budgets is because with our pricing, we have a lot of different factors to consider. And realistically, for your budget, what can we do to fit around you? You might have a certain budget for, say, around £300, £200. You have loads of guests, you might not. There's so many things to factor in. And we try to tailor our services into the best possible outcome we can give to you. For that, to fit into certain budgets, we can do things double-sided to cut down costs. We can do things on different cardstocks, different finishes, or to cost to suit you. It is purely dependent on what your requirements are, because we've never had two weddings the same, and I don't think we will. In terms of the dressing gown, we do offer for all our couples and families who choose to go through us for their invitations or signage, we do use the same fonts from those pieces, and we can put them onto dressing gowns. Our dressing gowns range in prices, depending on the kind of dressing gown we go for. We have a range of different dressing gowns. So this one here it's got a chiffon sleeve, and we've just got bride on there, but you can have your name. And then at the front, it's just a tie waist. We do these in a range of different colours, different sizes, right from a size 6 right up to a 28. We also do children's sizing from a size age 2 right up to an age 12. We can do so many. We have batwing, ombre, Let's try to think. We've got cotton, which are a little more expensive, and we can do discounts on bundles. But again, it's all quotation-based service, purely because, depending on the amount and the sizes, the colourings, with our supplier, the prices can change and vary. So anyway, let's put that there. So anyway, we're hoping to do a couple of wedding fairs this year with a lovely wedding fairs South Yorkshire. Well, not just South Yorkshire, but venturing further afield. So we're hoping to come on board with those, so you'll be able to see us in real life and get a feel and see our products, see samples, see testers, and really get to see what we're about. So we're looking forward to getting involved in those in the upcoming months. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions, just pop me a message. I'll be more than happy to help. So it's Yasmin, and I'm from Alice Stationery, and give us a follow on Facebook. That'd be great.